Many large cities have already switched over to automated garbage and recycling collection as it speeds up the process and reduces the amount of manpower required to do the same job. In this video, a comparison will be made on the length of time it takes to dump a recycling bin using a truck with mechanical sidearm versus a sanitation worker having to manually assist in the process. In the first example, a truck with a mechanical arm pulls up to the curb, and from the time contact is made with the bin to the time it is back on the driveway, approximately 10 seconds have elapsed. In the next example, the truck pulls to the curb and the sanitation worker walks over to the end of the driveway to move the bin to the back of the truck. And we start the timer again. This is a very labor-intensive process as the worker tries to position the bin just right for the arm to be able to reach out and pick it up. It also appears that this truck is already bursting at the seams with recycling material from previous stops, and it becomes necessary for the compaction process to be initiated before the bin can be dumped. This turns into a slow and tedious process. The next issue the worker runs into is the fact that the lid on the bin is preventing the recycling material from easily falling into the back of the hopper. The process is further delayed as several attempts are made to flip open the lid while it is still partially in the air and attached to the tipping arm. In frustration, the worker lowers the bin back to the ground where the lid can now be easily flipped over. And while he's trying to reposition the bin, the driver, thinking that the pickup has been completed, starts to drive away. Notice the blue recycling bag that is about to fall out the back of the truck. What else is going to go wrong? The second attempt to dump the contents of the bin appears more successful after several agitations of the tipping arm. The worker is now able to drop the bin to the road and move it back to the curb. This process takes approximately 95 seconds, which is so much longer than the 10 seconds it took the truck with the sidearm to accomplish the same task. Collection time at the next stop was quite a bit shorter, and notice that the worker remembered to flip the lid of the bin open before dumping. However, it did take a second attempt to empty all the contents of this bin, thus adding more time to the process. On this particular day, the recycling truck was about 8 hours later than normal, and from watching the length of time spent on these two pickups, the reason is clear. From the looks of it, this sanitation worker spent his day fighting with bins, and fortunately, the automated process is used on most days. Be sure to check out the next video that shows curbside collection of yard waste put out in brown paper bags. Bye for now, and check back soon for more content. Subscribe and hit the bell for automatic notifications when new content is uploaded.